Welcome back, everybody, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Madden 20 franchise rebuild series. We're in the 2029 season, and things have gone pretty well to this point for our Bucs. We're 5-1. We're playing really good offense. We're playing maybe even better defense. We have the current 9th ranked offense in the league and the number 1 defense. So we have been able to make some big improvements this year after losing the Super Bowl a year ago. The defense has only allowed 76 points in 6 games. That's pretty incredible. I'm not sure which game I want to watch today, but it looks like this division race is going to begin heating up. And if that Week 10 game against Carolina is an important one, I think I want to watch that. It would be our second meeting against them, and we get a chance to see their new rookie quarterback. In the last episode, I mentioned that at wide receiver, I'm not really sure if I should sign Chris Godwin, but I've leaned against doing so. I'm just not sure if I should give all that cap space to an aging receiver, but there's no doubt he's the best receiver we have. If we want a replacement, it looks like there are a couple good options near the top of the draft, but as you might have expected, we don't have a lot of other great prospects yet that I've found going down the board. But Richie Andrews, I imagine, will go pretty early, mid-1 talent, early projection. Myron Hammond, late first-round talent, early projection. So if we don't get Godwin, there's no obvious way to replace him, outside of just trusting who we already have. We upgrade Steven Stevens today, coming off a 7-catch game last episode. He's been pretty good when asked to play. Carlos Johnson earned an upgrade last episode. He gets another one here. Johnson's skill set is really interesting because his route runnings were lower than most, but he had some other ratings that were at least decent plus star dev. So I have no idea what to expect from him, but with that star development, hopefully we get a chance to see him play before too long. Dewan Bailey, he had a big interception last episode. We had multiple big turnovers. We're going to work on his man coverage here, and he'll be getting a lot more upgrades with that Superstar X Factor development. Sylvester Seymour, now a 94 overall. Still, he's not even a superstar in terms of development. I'm not really sure I've seen a 94 overall star dev player in this game besides him. Usually to get this high in overall, you need a better dev. We have lost our second game of the year against the New York Jets. We allowed over 30 points, which is very strange for this defense. 3 scores, though, for Sparks, and then 55 for Ollie Sparks on the ground. Not his best day of the season. Ventura back from injury. He missed most of the game last episode we watched. Ventura 90 yards. Stevens had a touchdown. 63 for Godwin. But a tough day it looks like for us. I want to see where exactly this game went wrong. 3 sacks allowed, and a pick. 3 touchdowns for Darnold. Yeah, that'll do it. No interceptions, good completion percentage. Not bad. Now this Atlanta game is looking a bit more important with both teams at 5-2 on the season, and us already losing a game to Atlanta this year. Also, the Panthers are 4-2-1 right now, so I think this is the better game to watch today. And of course, I love watching breakout player opportunities. Kai Howard. Wow. He doesn't play a ton of snaps, but he has a chance here. He just needs one of any of those. Alright, so we have a couple interesting things for today's episode. Continuing to scout these wide receivers, and there are some players I'm interested in that aren't matching their projection. But as far as like a day 1 starter, I think that's going to be tougher to find. But no doubt, I'm intrigued by a lot of these players. There are enough standout traits to where I feel we're going to find a couple interesting players. We lost the first game to Atlanta, 21-17. Wade Mann, now in year 8. I remember when he was a rookie in this series. He ran for 3 touchdowns against us. He will never do that again. 3 quarterback rushing touchdowns in one game on 4 runs. Their top player is running back Martin Woodard, who is a 26-year-old running back in his 6th season. 90 speed, 93 break tackle, 90 trucking. Okay, this should be an interesting challenge for our defense. Joe Crocker at wide receiver is a superstar player. Good deep route running. A couple good tackles here for this team to protect Wade Mann. All right, there is our matchup for today's action. And here we go, everybody, reaching the midway point of this season. It's been a good ride so far, but we have a couple interesting games. We're going to get through this one and then sim the Panthers afterwards. And that'll give us an idea of what the playoff picture down the road is going to look like. We're 5-2. It's been a solid year, but I think falling to 5-3 is a little bit different with how competitive this is. Thankfully, Chicago defeated Carolina, so they help us out a little bit. But let's get into today's action and see if the Buccaneers can pick up another W. Tyrus Sparks is coming off a pretty good game that we watched last episode, and Ollie Sparks, he's due for another 100-yard day. Good start on his first carry. He picks up 10. We're going empty now on 2nd down. It's out quick. Here's some running room as well as O.J. Howard picks up 14 yards. A couple first downs already. Now O.J. Howard with his 2nd catch. He won't go down, and the veteran fights out to the 32. He and Chris Godwin, the 2 original Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who's going to be the longest tenured Buccaneer in this series? 1st and 10, Tyrus Sparks in the offense starting quick. Here's Ventura trying to cut inside. He picks up maybe 1. Hey, the Vikings are 6-2. They're actually good in franchise. I notice that every time because it's so rare. On 2nd and 9, Sparks has time and delivers one to Stevens. Stevens for a first. Already inside the red zone and getting there in impressive fashion. 3 receivers in the game. On 1st down, it's a catch, and taking it up to the 5, Floyd Hunley. 5 yards away from a fast start touchdown. Tyrus Sparks completes it. No, he doesn't. It's incomplete for Stevens. To the air on 3rd and 3. Touchdown, Chris Godwin. These veterans still have plenty of game left. Howard was great on this possession. Godwin's leading the team in yards. He had the 10-catch game last time. I don't know. Maybe we got to keep everybody together as long as possible. It's all about making the numbers fit. Obviously, their demands now will go down after regression. So that's obviously something I'll be paying attention to when the season ends. But a 7-0 start for Tampa Bay in the offense, and we'll see what the defense can do as they start with a run and nowhere for Woodard. Now, the situation for Malik Lennon I also think is an interesting one. He wants about $9 million a season. And here's a run, Woodard outside, brought down by Jerome Page. Lennon, I think, is a solid starter. $9 million a year for a 24-year-old. Those are the kinds of deals that I think other teams tend to sign. I don't know if we will. Here's a fake. Wade Mann has time, and he gets rid of it for the 1st down. Wow. Don't normally see quarterbacks like double clutch like that and have to react so quickly and actually make a play out of it. That was nice. That's the best play I've ever seen from Wade Mann, quite literally. Still can't believe he had 3 rushing touchdowns against us, as this pass is complete for a short gain. That's a quick one, a laser on the slant, and a 1st down for Atlanta. 2nd and 11, there's a catch, and it gets inside the 40. Atlanta just a couple yards away now. 3rd and 3, we get the trips look. All right, can Tampa make a play? Man, middle, almost picked. Jerome Page. So close. Oh, they went for it. Super Sim logic is so different compared to actual game. But Atlanta's not done here, all right? Down 7-0. Wade man checks down. Woodard out of bounds. Bringing some pressure this time. It is lobbed into coverage and almost intercepted by Antonio Tandy. We'll do some simming here soon, but I want to watch at least one more drive here from this Tampa Bay offense. They're just too much fun. Sparks on target for Chris Godwin. That's a first down. Back to the air once again. Open Godwin. He's okay. First down, Buccaneers. 3 grabs already. Still seeing some heavy imbalance in the play calling. 9 passes so far. Here's number 10 to a wide open man, Stevens. Tampa on the move once again. Ollie Sparks, come on. Brought down immediately. Well, it's time to go back to the air, it looks like. This is caught, and O.J. Howard is very close to another new set of downs. Ollie Sparks, he breaks a tackle and gets a very impressive yard. I just wish we would just give him some regular handoffs. It doesn't have to always be misdirection or a delay. What happened to all the inside zone and halfback dives I put into this playbook? Call them. That's what I'm talking about. But block it better. I want to get Ollie Sparks to 1,300 yards. Come on now. 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen. Uh-oh. Going empty now. 3rd down, Tampa. What's the call? Up the sideline. Ventura, yes! It looked like it might be a little too out in front. But knowing Tyrus Sparks, I should have known it was going to be a perfect throw. That was a pretty pass. 1st and goal, Bucs. Ball at the 6. Ollie Sparks up the middle and to the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I love this team. Are the Falcons going to make this one interesting? One area we've gotten so strong is with our rush defense. But Atlanta gets a big pass. They have a couple good runs now from Woodard. I wanted to set up the talking point here of our dominant rush defense, but apparently that's not the case right now. They do stall though. So 2 touchdowns to 2 field goals. Let's see what we do this time. Ollie Sparks, give him the football. A lot of times, please. Lost it 2. 12 yards, though, on the catch. And incomplete. No record-setting field goal, but Tony Tyson. That's what's up. 10 yards, Stevens. Let's keep it going. Not backwards. Not backwards again. Same player. 22? No. Wasn't enough. Leonard Merritt gets a sack to end the 3rd quarter. Or get us to the 3rd quarter, rather. And we will sim one more drive for each before getting back in. Atlanta, big first down. Across the 50, 22 to Woodard, 14 Beekman. Are they going to score a touchdown finally? They're going backwards and cannot find the end zone. 6 yards to Ollie Sparks. Another sack on Tyrus Sparks, and then a penalty helps us out. Stevens, that wasn't enough, but we hit the 52-yarder. Let's go. It's an 11-point game as we pick things up here in the 3rd quarter, and what a stop. That's Kai Howard, everybody. Tackle for loss. He's done it. There you go. He's getting the star development off that tackle right there. That was a pretty sweet play. One more time. I love it. In general in Madden, I want to see a lot more low tackles. Secondary players are always going low. If they go high, they're getting run over most of the time. And Madden hasn't really represented that. 3rd and 10. Wade Mann has to dump it off, and that's going to lose some yardage. Great job by the Tampa Bay defense. Wow, Cincinnati is undefeated. I had no clue. Tampa takes over, 11-point game, and we'll pick up one here with Raphael McKinley. Spreading out the defense to run it with Ollie Sparks. He finds an opening and is stopped after a gain of 9. It's a lot of fun to watch him run the football. I love his moves, his vision, ability to break first contact. Very tempted to sign him after the season. Ollie Sparks, more running room, into the second level with it for a gain of 12. How about this? Establishing a running rhythm. Ollie Sparks again. 13 yards. Let's keep going. Maybe not on this carry, though. Maybe run this to the 4th quarter. Good call. Fatigue sets in pretty early. You can see players trying to catch their breath, but auto subs don't work in this game, so hard to get it set up so I can just have him exit when he's tired, which is the point of auto substitutions. Handoff. Good job. Sparks falling ahead. There wasn't much he could do there. He does a good job of like saving losses even and just falling forward. 3rd down and long. Sparks is tired again as we're set to throw. Tyrus Sparks all day. Literally. He fires. Got it. Ventura inside the 20. You gotta get some pressure. That was so much time in the pocket for Tyrus. Let's go. We're set up now in the red zone. Ollie Sparks is tired. He should come off the field. He's blocking as Sparks throws and completes the Stevens. Go to Tony Tyson on this one. 2nd down. Ollie Sparks. He finds the end zone. There we go. Another multi-touchdown game for Ollie Sparks. I think we're all aware that goal line play is tough because of the boost the D-line gets. Let's check this play one more time. We have center Tyrone Bradley not hold his block long enough, but Tony Tyson, no problem. That's a big block for him. And then you got Colombo here, who's able to spin inside, but he gets caught up. And despite losing his first battle here, Coakley is able to seal the hole regardless and push a couple players out of the way. Pretty sweet. Intercepted by Malik Lennon, and Tampa Bay back to the field on offense. What is it going to be this time, everybody? Kendall Gabriel. Congratulations on the touchdown. That's 2 now on the season. Fumble, and we take over. All right, this game is over. I got to get some starters out of here. Tampa Bay football, and I get so excited when we can watch the backups. I love it. When we can have like a week 17 game that doesn't matter, I really enjoy those. I want to see these players play. Here's Raphael McKinley getting 4 yards. I'd like to see us throw a little bit, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. With the starters out there, we always throw it until there are like 90 seconds left. I want to see in the slot Carlos Johnson. I want to see him for the first time. 1st and 10 after a couple runs, another one, and McKinley gets 2. Or is that 4? That's 3, actually. I do my best predicting. I'm usually 1 off. Here's a handoff again. Nice cut and a spin for McKinley. 4 yards. I think it's time to throw. Let William Lindsley throw. Here we go. 3rd and 2. Into the air we go. Knocked away. Why are you ruining my fun? I will post another episode tomorrow if Kai Howard can intercept a pass on this drive. It is 1st and 10. This is knocked away. Marlon Humphrey. But Kai Howard did earn his development boost today. I'd just like to see him really cement it. Wade Mann dumps it off. And the tackle is made. 3rd and 4 for Atlanta. Wade Mann to the air. It's a lob downfield and almost picked by Tandy. When we watch, Tandy looks really good. They're punting. How can you punt at a time like this? A cowardly move. Block it! No! Well, I still want to see us make some plays here to end it. Raphael McKinley can't get outside. Another give to McKinley, and this time he turns it into something, getting 7 yards. And perhaps the final play of this game. One more McKinley. He can't make anything happen. But that should do it for this one, everybody. A dominant win for Tampa Bay. We get to 6-2 ahead of our meeting against the Panthers. And we should be in pretty good shape, I'd say, the rest of the way. Why do we even snap the football? We gave them more points. Come on, man. That is such an annoying way to end the game. But oh well, we got the victory. Tampa looked awesome. We made more plays on both sides of the football. Maybe it's us in Cincinnati in February. 23 for 28 for Tyrus Sparks. He had 2 touchdowns today, and so did his brother Ollie Sparks, who had 76 yards rushing. We had 63 receiving for Chris Godwin. No huge standouts today, but that's all right. And defensively, 1 sack, that was for Leonard Merritt, 1 pick for Lennon, and a nice tackle for loss for Kai Howard. It was a good play. And how about an upgrade for the great Tyrus Sparks? I say here we go scrambler, because break sack is one of the only attributes here I really care about. Throw on the run, also good. That wasn't the elite performance I was hoping for. Wait, but you got it. Did I miss something here? He got his tackle for loss. He had 5 tackles, 1 for a loss. He should have star dev. Did I read something wrong at some point? Because otherwise, I would edit his development to be star. He earned it. We might have even achieved that secondary goal, or the primary goal, which was the yardage. It says it did there. I'm pretty sure he should be star development right now. I'm changing it to star. If I was wrong, I'll change it back, but I don't think I am. What happened here? 31-14? Come on. Our worst game of the season by far. Sparks picked off twice. Callaway had a touchdown. Monroe 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey had 1. They ran it 34 times for a $135. Come on. 1.6 a carry for Ollie Sparks. At least Ventura got his yards. That is your bury the tape game for this season, I guess. Alright, we'll pick things up next time. That Vikings game could be intriguing. A good game against the Vikings, if they still have a good record. I mean, it is Minnesota, so anything could change. I have plenty of experience following this team. 6-3. Okay, they've lost 2 in a row. Starting 6-1 and then ending up like 6-6 would be a very Viking thing to do. The Bengals, meanwhile, still undefeated, on their way to a #1 seed. We are now 9 games into the year, have the #4 ranked offense. Defense has fallen from #1 to #2. 9th in points scored. Please be first here. 2nd. Did that block punt mess it up? No, actually it didn't. Wow, 130. Tyrus Sparks, 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions on the year. Ollie Sparks, 77 a game. The average has fallen significantly today. but there's still time to get it back up. Wow. Gabe Ventura now leads the team in receiving over Chris Godwin, who is getting frustrated. 7 touchdowns for O.J. Howard. Stevens 290 and 2. If you didn't notice earlier, Godwin does have the frustrated receiver scenario for our next game. Jacoby Sharp still leads the team in sacks. Was this a 2-year deal? I feel like I made this a 2-year contract. Nope, I wasn't smart enough to do that. Yeah, let's look at league leaders now. That's always fun. Someone's going to have some wild numbers, I'm sure. Cal Cooper, 23 touchdowns. Same for Anton Caldwell, who's now an 81 overall. Baker Mayfield, Pat Mahomes, Drew Lock, Mark Kiernan. Lock's ratings, so good. Or his stats are, but his numbers aren't. Mixon, 5 touchdowns, 759. Ollie Sparks, 4th in rushing on the year. For receiving, number 1 in the league? If he finishes that high, he could easily get to like superstar dev. We gotta keep this going, but I think touchdowns might matter. I'm not sure which stats. I have the Madden 19 guide still. And according to that one, let me find it. Receivers care about receiving yards and touchdowns. And 4 is not enough. We have to get more. Alright everybody, that'll end this episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. Please leave a like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And let me know what you thought of the video down below in the comments section. Have a great day everybody, and I'll be seeing you again soon with more.